Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another edition of College Football Picks Against the Spread. I'm your host, Bouchard. And guys, unfortunately last weekend did not go as planned. That now brings our record to 59% for the season, that being 28, 19, and 3, 59% there. But not to worry guys, we're still sharp, we're still focused, we're still loaded. And we're going to be looking to obviously continue on our success that we've had early on in the season, bringing that into week 8. So jumping right into our first official play here, we're going to be backing up the West Virginia Mountaineers minus 9-point favorites on the road against a struggling Baylor team. Guys, Will Greer is an absolute stud. I said it last week. We saw that amazing comeback against Texas Tech. 9 points just won't be enough for Baylor to cover here. So again, we're going to be backing up the West Virginia Mountaineers. Next up is a very underrated, undefeated team, being the USF Bulls, minus 11-point favorites on the road against Tulane. Now guys, ever since Charlie Strong took this team over, Quentin Flowers has done amazing things at quarterback, slowly but surely building upon his Heisman resume. Whether or not he'll get there, that's still up for grabs. But with this being said guys, 11 points is just not enough for Tulane to cover. I feel like this USF Bulls team are just way too strong, both passing and running the ball. Their defense has also been exceptional throughout the season. With that being said guys, 11 points, not going to be enough. Back up USF. The Auburn Tigers will be our next play, minus 14.5-point favorites on the road against Arkansas, a strong SEC matchup. I get it guys, they blew it last week. However, historically Auburn Tigers, they are a very strong team rebounding following a loss. I feel like they can win this game 21 plus points, so this spread should be fairly easily for them to cover. That's right guys, back up them Auburn Tigers. Next up should be a shoo-in of a lock, Oklahoma State, minus 7-point favorites on the road against Texas. I get it guys, Texas with Tom Herman, they're a strong team, but they're still so young. With that being said guys, if we really look deeper into this game, we don't need to look too deep, because the #1 ranked points per game team, one of the best quarterbacks in college football, who's actually #2 in the nation for passing yards per game. Guys, Mason Rudolph is absolutely going to tear apart the Texas Longhorns defense. Their secondary will not be able to match up. As long as they take care of the ball, 7 points is not enough for Texas to cover. So we're going to be going with them Oklahoma State Cowboys, minus 7, easily covering the spread. Next up is our first and actually only home favorite of the weekend. We're going to be backing up the Penn State Nittany Lions, minus 9.5, as they'll be hosting rival Michigan. I get it guys, everyone's hopping on that Michigan hype train, but are they really that good? If you take away the name, if you take away Jim Harbaugh's name, are they really that good? All bias aside from myself, I really don't think so. They just haven't proved so much. Ever since Harbaugh took over, I believe they're 1-4 against rivalry opponents. Just haven't won the big games. I feel like at home, Penn State is really going to apply the pressure, especially late in the game, 3rd and 4th quarter. Saquon Barkley is going to put up major numbers here. He's got to prepare for next weekend against Ohio State. With that being said, guys, 9.5 points is not enough for them, being Michigan, to cover. So we're going to be backing up Penn State. Our first underdog play here in week 8 is going to be backing up the Kentucky Wildcats, plus 11, on the road against Mississippi State. I get it guys, this team should probably be 6-0 if it weren't for an early heartbreaking loss against Florida, but they have rebounded well against that defeat. I'm looking for Kentucky to, march into this very tough SEC matchup. And honestly, I think they do have the potential to win this one straight up. But if they don't, 11 points should be enough for them to cover. We're going to back up them Kentucky Wildcats. Our last and final play here of Week 8 college football picks against the spread is going to be backing up a team who many want to fade. I get it guys, USC, they're banged up in the injury department. Sam Darnold, his draft stock and his Heisman stock are both dropping. They're not looking too good. But I'm looking at this game and I feel like USC should be able to cover 4 points on the road against Notre Dame. I get it, Notre Dame, yes, they've been playing good football, but I really look at this saying, does USC really want to fall that low in the rankings? And the answer is quite simple, it's no. Technically speaking, they can still make a push for a college football playoff appearance. Whether or not they do that is still, you know, we still got a lot of football left to play. But my point here is 4 points against a decent Notre Dame team. I don't know about that. So we're going to be backing up USC +4. And there you guys have it, my 7 official plays here in Week 8 college football picks against the spread. I hope you guys found some value, and until next time, keep cashing.